turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And off we go from Soldier Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'2" QB out of North Carolina, former #2 overall pick. It's Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, I talk with people around the league about Mitchell Trubisky when he's coming out of North Carolina. Those that had questions about him, it often centered in on the fact that he was only a one-year starter and wondered why he couldn't beat out the guy ahead of him beforehand. I just locked in on the athletic ability, the accuracy, and then once he got the football, how the team responded to him. I think his upside is big.
They'll begin the drive with Howard, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And let's take a look at the Bears offense.
Jordan Howard had an exceptional rookie season, finishing #2 in the NFL in rushing with over 1,300 yards. But what I like about him the most, it reminds me of a crafty baseball pitcher who sets up hitters, changes speeds, changes locations. He does the exact same thing in terms of setting up blocks and reading defenses before he accelerates downfield.
This is Howard on second down. And Hill running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Dontari Poe is a force of defensive tackle or nose tackle wherever they want to place him inside. He's strong, has some bounce to his game, but I love his leverage at the point of attack. Almost like a really good wrestler. Knows how to use his body, stay low, and that allows him to get upfield and make plays.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Trubisky. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Defense showing blitz. On first down, they run with Howard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They go with Howard again. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They run, Devontae Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. To throw again, Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On 3rd down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And this one is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Matt Bosher, seventh-year man from Miami, on to punt. Deontay Thompson deep for Chicago. First update now from a game going on in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. For the Bears, as their offense takes the field, I guess you figure last season was kind of rock bottom, Charles. They finished 3-13, tying a franchise record for losses in a year. They used 3 different starting QBs and were last in the NFC North for the 3rd straight season. So where does the optimism come from this year?
That's what the Bears fans are asking themselves, because they are a defensive-minded group of people, right? They love their heroes that stop other people from scoring. And I thought that's where they were headed in the draft. Instead, you did hear the name Mitchell Trubisky, but you made the case. 3 different starting quarterbacks in 2016. And think about their division. Look who's playing quarterback in Green Bay, in Detroit, in Minnesota. They've got to have one of those guys themselves, and that's why they invested in the youngster out of North Carolina.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves them with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, of 1 broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
I like that about Trubisky. Has some calm in the pocket, some good presence, despite the fact only 13 starts in his college career, and an entirely different style of offense when we played that spread stuff while at North Carolina.
On first down, Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Second down following the incompletion. Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. They find some open field here. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 54 yards. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Zach Miller, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the early lead. That touchdown certainly a welcome sight. Remember, they were shut out last week. They talked to us about getting early momentum. Well, here you go in the opening quarter.
Got to rebuild confidence, because when you get shut out, I don't care how strong you are mentally, you've got to take a step back and say, okay, what just happened here? Because nothing that we were doing worked well enough to get into the end zone, and that's a nice confidence-building drive, one that puts it in the end zone to give them an opportunity.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Falcons offense, as they head back out there, Charles, what can this unit do for an encore? You look at 2016, they scored 540 points, 71 more than anybody else in the league. So those are big shoes to fill.
They certainly are. While they'll have a different play caller in 2017, They still have Matt Ryan at quarterback, who was the NFL's MVP last year, had a phenomenal season, and with his work ethic, he expects to be even better as he continues to move forward. Still have Julio Jones to throw the ball to, two-headed monster at running back. They feel great about offense, and they got better on defense as the year went along last year and actually drafted another pass rusher, Takk McKinley, out of UCLA. For them, the encore is getting back to the Super Bowl and winning it this time.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually...
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On third down, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. Now Trubisky back into his end zone. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 56 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Ruben Randall from 10 yards out. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who were in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, here's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd. From his outside linebacker spot, he comes up to drop him for a loss of 10.
And that's exactly what Chicago expected when they drafted Leonard Floyd in 2016, him wrapping up quarterbacks.
Led all rookies in the NFC with 7 sacks. Used to do it. He's got a man, complete. A big play there. Ryan to Jones, 41 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep in the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again. All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Looking deep for Julio. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. To throw on 3rd down. Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On second down, Trubisky. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Brooks Reed in there to get him for a loss of 5. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
And some room to work. Sheds off the tackle and avoids the contact by sliding. And chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. Hits his target, Reuben Randall. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice game.
And right with it here over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because, really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They run with Howard. He's to the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, 24 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. You got to figure if they want to have success this year, the more they can put the football in his hands, the better, coming off a Pro Bowl campaign.
And that Pro Bowl campaign does more than just get him notoriety. It also plants an idea in the minds of guys trying to defend him that he's really pretty good and sometimes gives you a little bit of extra room, a little bit of extra deference, and he's taking advantage of it.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 97 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jordan Howard and the Bears offense making their way back out there. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably.
And instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. Got to be pretty happy over on that sideline.
Takes a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? As much as those guys back there want to throw the ball around and be the focal point, when you're able to run it well and hold the defense back from the pass rush, it allows you to throw it as well as we're seeing so far in this game.
Yeah, now they'll be looking to add to their lead here in the second quarter. Second and 5.
Here we go. Detroit!
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On third down, this is Howard. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Pat O'Donnell to punt in his 4th year from Miami. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. They are in the second quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Ryan Tannehill, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. So all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half. Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
To throw is Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Looking deep for Gabriel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Demps. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Another nice run there by Jordan Howard. And when we talk about fresh legs, how about 2016? Jordan Howard, the #2 rookie rusher. Heck, the #2 rusher in the NFL behind another rookie, Ezekiel Elliott.
In the first 3 weeks of the season, he only had 12 carries. So once week 4 hit, really found his groove. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now Howard. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Got a man. It's right. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that was the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Running with Howard. Room here to run. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Trubisky will throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Deion Sims, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On first down, Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put...
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 51 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. And that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And Miller with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A gain of 6 there on first.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Oh, another great move. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Ryan. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Mitch on Ryan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Gabriel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. This run defense was a weakness last year toward the bottom of the league, and early returns not good here this year.
And that's too bad because you and I both know that when you have something that's a weakness from your team the year before, you spend a lot of time out in the offseason, whether it's personnel, adjustments in scheme, all of those things. So that's got to be disheartening to start off the season this way.
But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
It's caught by Randall. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3. A give to Howard. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Here's Trubisky. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. This is Howard. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop him here. So now
and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Deion Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Now Ryan on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the back goes into motion. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that past the sticks, 1st down. Ryan. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, the team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute off.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Jones in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And he's got some space here. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bears will add on to their lead. What a difference a year makes so far, at least. These guys last place in their division a year ago. Looking like they're going to move to 1-0 right now.
Not really unusual in the NFL, though, is it? Because we always talk about every year, 8-8 is kind of the baseline for everyone, plus or minus. And we've seen many teams go from worst to first. I know it's 1 week, but still, they're starting to think to themselves, we've got a chance this season.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And last time
it happened, also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. To throw on second down. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other.
Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You're saying afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit him over the top.
Again, it's Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first. And partner, this first week, this first game that